Hi, I'm Jane Mizrahi. I am a licensed independent clinical social worker and a registered yoga teacher in the School of Trauma Cooperative Yoga. Welcome to this moment. I was asked to do a video on relationship, and so I agreed to do that. And I thought this is not going to be an easy one because relationships, we're talking about now the health of a being in the context of the health of a being of another and bringing those two together. And so I am humble in my offering today, as I hope I always am. So I've created some cards to guide me as I guide you. So my first cards are, do your part. That's the work. Do your part, that's the work. If we thought that we could point a finger at another to meet all of our needs, we wouldn't be having this video today, because we really need to start with ourselves. We really need to take increasing responsibility for our wellness and our wellness in the context of what we need in our partnership. So for instance, if you are looking for more affection, you need to find the affection within. If you want to be heard, you need to listen. If you want to be seen, you need to see. Do your part. That is the work. And I was hesitating before because the second cards are ask for what you need in the context of healthy communication. Ask for what you need. Our partners do not read our minds, and there's all sorts of reasons we won't ask for what we need, but ultimately the teaching here is if you use a healthy communication, which would mean I statements rather than pointing a finger. You know the saying, if you point a finger at someone, there's three fingers pointing back at you. I don't know who made that up, but taking I feel this and I need that better than you need to do this for me. But being soft and gentle in your communication is going to help that communication be received. So you've shown up at a mind-body teaching, showing up more softly and more gently. Remember, this is a journey. At any given moment, we can soften our belly, soften our faces, drop our shoulders out of our ears, ground our feet on the earth, and ask for what we need gently. Ask for what we need more softly in order for it to be received. The next cards are transform and transcend for the partnership, compromise. Transforming and transcending for, this is assuming a dyad right now, but this is you, this is your partner, this is a dyad, this is a partnership. And in order for things to grow, compromise is the idea that you aren't going to be doing something that hurts your values or go against your beliefs. And if it isn't, how can you honor the partnership by transforming and transcending self for the partnership? I feel like I want to go back to that's the work. And it is all so dare I say it is all work. So having a healthy partnership requires your commitment as if it were like we have jobs that we show up for, that we work hard for. Partnerships need that same consideration. This teaching is an offering. So the idea that partnerships can grow is the offering of hope. Partnerships can grow. So we know in the context of self that neuroplasticity is the science that I can change. I don't just change by pressing a button. I change by practicing a new way of being with me. Neuroplasticity works for relationships because as I bring me in a healthier way to you, we grow. You might be thinking to yourself, well, what about them? That's a fair question. The teaching here is this. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I can't change, how they behave, the courage to change the things I can, how I behave, and the wisdom to know the difference. And that's where the teachings of boundaries come in. If I do my part, the partnership has a greater chance. My partner will want to change. So if I show up more loving, that's going to elicit more love. Look, I'm not here to guarantee anything for any relationship, obviously. I'm here to do this teaching on mind, body in partnership. So I'm going to just do a couple of minutes with, I placed myself, you may notice something different, on a chair instead of the floor. And I'm showing you what it's like to be next to a wall. So when I have a lot of angst in my body that I'm about to bring to my partner, one of the things I do is shake out my angst. And you might say, would you do that in front of your partner? And the answer is no, not because I'm embarrassed, but because this is my experience. So I shake out. I'm not starting over. I shake out. That was just a little light that fell. I shake out my stuff. I bring my hands to heart and belly to calm down, and I use the wall. So my front leg is at a 90-degree angle, my back leg is out extended on the floor on my toes, and I am pushing against the wall. Ha! The wall is providing me the resistance I need to get back into my body and take responsibility for my nervous system before I react. I'm gonna switch legs now and push again. Wall pushing gets me back in my body so I can respond instead of react. So I'm coming back to standing. Hands to heart and belly. I might do a forward bend. I might raise my arms up to the sky. What do you need in this moment, dear friends? To honor yourself, and I'm going to come back to seated. To remember that you have a birthright. You might join me here with your arms up and then sweeping them down and back up. Look at the space and the boundary that you have to create your wellness, what is right for you, to ask for what you need, and to show up more gently, more softly with your partner so that you can grow in this relationship. Let's rub our hands together. Let's keep them together and raise the elbows, bringing the sternum to the heart center. Let's breathe here for 3 breaths, quietly, in honor of self in the context of other. I'm closing my eyes and raising them up to the third eye, the place between the eyes. I'm settling my nervous system so that I can bring my best self forward. May I bring my best self forward before we close, my friends. Emotions are part of our relationships. Anger, sadness, fear, joy, excitement. This teaching is when we are wanting to grow. This teaching isn't moving in toward the anger. It is when we understand that we want to calm our anger because we want this to work. Where we calm ourselves down, soften our face, do our wall pushes or sweeps to come back forward and challenge patterns. That's what we're doing. We're challenging patterns from our past that are in our relationship and showing up as our best self. May this teaching bring you forward. Namaste, my friends. See you soon.